Welcome back. Here we go again, boys. North versus LDLC. This time a bit more of an open map, a bit more of a classic. It's Mirage. LDLC not looking as impressive as we once thought. We were kind of bigging them up a little bit too much, perhaps, for the performance they displayed on Nuke. But it can all be redeemed here, and they can still get 3 points on the board. Remember, these are two separate best of ones, head-to-head matches, home and away, if you will. Hoping to see a bit more from them, especially the likes of Devaduvek and Amanek. I want to see more out of those guys. But North, to me, they actually look like a really strong unit right now. I feel like the individual skill is looking fantastic, the AWP's looking solid, and the team plays there, even though MSL thinks they're using the same strat book. I think they look good.
I think Cadian seems to slot in pretty well. You wouldn't think that he's so new to the roster. Sure. But I guess, I mean, someone like MSL is going to have such a good structure in place that the framework is probably there to have somebody slot in better than on another team. So far, so good. I think LDLC have a chance to prove themselves now. Nuke could be an anomaly. Maybe it isn't. Mirage could be give us some indicators in that respect. So I'm looking forward to seeing it. I think there can be no excuses on a map such as Mirage. If you get a bad start on Nuke, things can go terrible. But Mirage, I don't think really that's acceptable. So
we'll see. Dan, what are you hoping to see here?
Yeah, well, I think North are. I actually think they're going to run over LDLC.
Nice.
I think LDLC have. They have some good aimers, and that can be work well on a map like Mirage. But I think that the pace that we saw on Nuke on the T side, the kind of pace that North wanted to run, they have a lot of very fast strats on Mirage specifically on the T side, which will be very difficult to stop. I think there's too much firepower behind it for LDLC to be able to deal with it. I think that's going to be that's what I'm going to be looking for here. If LDLC can manage that, we can have a game on our hands, but I don't think they can.
All right, then. Well, fair enough. Hopefully it is a decent game, though. We haven't really had the excitement, the hype just yet. We are going to bring you 7 more maps of Counter-Strike, 2 more from the European division. It's going to be a lot of fun. I hope to see LDLC just look like a little bit more assertive and like they can actually be up for the game and actually challenge on the CT sides. That's when I know a team is looking confident. Their CT sides, when they're willing to go aggressive and push towards middle, for example, you can feel they're getting in the zone. I'd like to see them win a pistol, get some momentum. So didn't really see that on Nuke. The only chance they really got rolling was when they were 12-3 down, lost the pistol, and then managed to get rolling a little bit after that. Those rounds are so difficult to analyze at that point. You feel like, okay, well, sure, you've got some rounds when it doesn't really matter. It feels like this game's already over. Hopefully you see a bit more out of them going into Mirage. And this is North's pick, bear in mind. So potentially you could be right, Dan. And I don't know, one person I want to talk about more a little bit is Gade in particular. It's a player that came from the academy of North in particular and managed to actually look not necessarily world-class, but he definitely belongs within this realm of Counter-Strike. Is he a player that's sort of jumped off the page for you at all? I feel like it's quite exciting to watch him.
I am still on an early journey with him. I didn't see much of him when he was on his previous team. Yeah. But, I mean, he seems to be fitting in well. I need to see a lot more, personally, to form an opinion. So I'm looking forward to seeing how that plays out. Have you been paying much attention to that?
I mean, aim-wise, he looks very good. Mechanics-wise, he looks very good. Beyond being just a dynamic rifler, I haven't really seen too much else. He seems to be able to hold his own at this level of play from that perspective, and also sort of add to what characteristically you expect to be a team of very strong individual players. And he's a good anchor as well, from what I've seen. So that's what I like. Like, put him on Pit, on Inferno, on the A-bomb site, and you're gonna have a good time. Yeah,
just what a year he's had is my main interest with him. The fact he's gone from an academy team within North, then went to Optic for 6 months to play in North America. That was pretty wild for him. Then coming back into North, the best looking North has probably ever been. It's quite exciting for him. And it sounds like we're ready to go into the game of Mirage. Let's have a look whether North continue their dominance here. We'll be on to the T side for them. A P250 for Valda, 2 smokes as well. We're seeing a lot of teams use that double smoke towards the pillars on the B-bomb site. I'm sure we'll see more of that action here as they start to line them up. And they've got flashes as well, ready to go. James, you must be familiar with the smokes. Are they specifically going towards pillars?
It looks like the arches to me. Let's see where they go. Okay, one's in the middle of the site to stop the crossfire, hide the window position as well, which is pretty good. There he goes. Okay, so we see where they are now. Cadian and Gade remain in this post-plant situation. Not for long though. Now it's Gade. Has he got the range here for a one-tap of the Glock? I'm not even sure from that range. Smoke down on the bomb, and that can be defused. Got great cover from the box as well. Gade trying to jump out the window. Is he in the smoke with the knife? No, Logan will cover successfully. So, if I remember correctly, on Mirage, they changed where that big pillar is, where everyone's aiming their grenades, they changed that. It used to be a different one, and on the old one, I knew the lineup to smoke off short because I learned it from watching Guardian demos. But on a new one, I haven't learned those ones just yet, so I wasn't terribly sure, to be honest, but now we know. So the smoke on the site, I guess, is to stop the CTs from one-tapping players running past the window.
Yeah.
And then the smoke on short is just to isolate the players. Or, I mean, that can make you always wonder, should that short player commit to mid or commit to the B bomb site itself? On that occasion, there was little reason to commit to mid.
Wow.
And there's a pistol for LDLC.
North are going to force buy in the second round here, just to note. They got the bomb down.
With the plant, okay.
Yeah. So this is a bit different. They're taking a tactical timeout just to discuss their options, I think. Calvi's got the MP5. Got CZs, PT50s. KD are not really purchasing anything. So this is a bit of a...
So it's like a hero MP5.
yeah, like it doesn't really make sense to me. Like,
well, I mean, if they have 5 flashbangs, so if they can just spam them into the B bomb site and get something going there, then maybe. Is that for the door, maybe, from AZ? Let's see. Well, there goes the MP5. What's interesting is taking a timeout after the first round. I feel like just gives too much information away to the opponent. It gives them, okay, they might be up to something here, boys. You know. So I feel like you have to have that ready. Like stick some paper on top of your monitor or something. Like, you know. So I feel like an MSL team isn't taking a pause there. So you have the element of surprise. They're going to expect Glocks or something. But here we are.
Here we go. Well, the AK still come out, of course. LDLC looking to fend them off here. We'll see how it goes. Smoke's deployed towards the top of middle. Like you said, I want to see some of that CT aggression. There's a good start for LDLC. Got mid control for now, but you can see North being very patient, holding up. AK's in hand.
You got to get more than 1 kill from that, really. I don't think 1 kill is enough. And it seems like a half commitment just to have 1 player moving up there. So I don't know. I feel like if you're going to make that play, you should have 2 men doing that, so you can trade at least. But here we are.
It's also a big in here for North. They didn't have much utility. The frags are the way they can win the round, but looks like there is a defense being offered up here. A lovely last stand at the back of the bomb site. Valda, though, trying to crack it open with this AK. Ooh, turns away, but great adjustment straight back on top of the head of Logan. Amanek creeping in. Valde has so many options available to him now. He's got the bomb. He's got time. Okay, he's going to fake it. Smoking the bomb site to make it seem like he's going to plant. And that will entertain Amanek for a moment longer. Amanek, you can see he's not sure exactly what's going on and doesn't want to move away. It's not safe to do so, but now the master play from Valde. The bomb has gone down on the A bomb site. That's going to kill at least 10 seconds off the bomb for Amanek just to get there.
That's such good positioning for Valda as well. He's got the Molotov. I don't think that will come into play. Amanek's going to have to make noise from the connector here. As he makes his way through, he can't really afford to walk. So Valda got such an advantage in this situation. Going to wait for him to get nice and close. Just use the sound cues, walk around. And it is a full defuse attempt. For one, that will be a complete fail because Valda has stolen that round away. Fantastic shot in towards the B-bomb site. Swings over towards short. Didn't look like it was even possible to find that frag. This was good, but the next frag was pretty sublime. This one here, oof, takes him down.
Huge.
Yeah, really well played. That's a massive round for North to pick up.
Respect the crouch spam from Amanek as well.
Yeah, just like, please.
Yeah. Like he's doing a weird little dance. LDLC still managed to eke out a buy. Now, they have a lot of shortcomings here. Lack of grenades, an MP9 on Twanu. So even if they want to do something aggressive, they barely have a flashbang with which to do it. So they're at the mercy of their opponent. And it seems a fake is being offered towards the A bomb site. It's pulled the attention of 4 players, in fact, in that direction. And Dever Duvek is alone now. Gets a second 1 versus 1, but he'll only get the 1 kill. And that might be a save already for LDLC. You have to wonder, they really need something before committing, and now surely that confirms it. Still heading towards the side, but with no way to get through these checkpoints, no grenades, no nothing. Still continuing. Well, there's a high ground advantage. If you can collect something, then maybe. No kit either. Seems suicidal to me. Yeah, just going to lose everything.
Yep, I think he might be right. Logan will do well to survive. Luckily, it doesn't look like he's being hunted down too aggressively. He'll be holding in towards spawn here, but the B-set approach from North will find their second round with 3 players surviving. Logan isn't spawn. I don't think they'll get to him in time. Gate is coming, but not going to have enough room to work with there. So 2-2, presumably the eco coming in for LDLC now. North recovering after losing the pistol. LDLC presumably have to give this one away. They could buy it, I guess, if you really had to, but it's not really worth. Keep the M4 up and a couple of Deagles purchased. The CZ as well.
B split
Towards middle.
Oh.
And 5 players heading towards the B side. I do not like these sort of rounds against pistols, but...
That smoke doesn't work when I throw it. I tried it for 5 minutes yesterday. I must be doing something terribly wrong.
There were 5 flashes there staggered. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, I feel like LDLC should be on a bye this round. I think, was it 4 players that were alive? I think you got 0 grenades, and I don't know if any of them had a kit. I just feel like there was a lot more for them to get out of it by just trying to save the 4 players and really going for a retake in such a bad situation. We don't have anybody in the B bomb site. Yes, you got somebody mark it. I mean, and sure, I don't have an issue with the guy, like, I don't know, holding an angle towards bench and trying to catch someone on a cross, or maybe get an opportunity, but don't think this should be their eco.
Oh dear. That was a cool B rush. I actually hope to see that again. I'm not sure if how like routine the flashbangs are, but they were like perfectly staggered. Like the time in between them was really cool. Either way, I think that LDLC are in lots of trouble now because Bank's starting to build. We're going to start that pace I was talking about before. We're going to start to see it. I like that North sort of reset everything right now. They know the LDLC have a buy, and so they themselves are playing a default. They're not keeping anybody to the sort of B apartment's extremity, trying to create pressure towards that B bomb site and threaten it. Instead, taking 2 down through underpass for a late mid take and a simple A split. Now, the round can be won for LDLC depending on how successful they are on the defense around pit. But that's the linchpin, and maybe now it's impossible.
Manu hitting shots, but they're in such a compromised position here. Surely he's absolutely done for. He does better than I expected, but now it's a 3 versus 2. Amanek and Devaduvek, that deadly combo, looking to retake the A side. The bomb's not even planted yet, so they've got a good chance to do so. That player sneaks away towards the A round. That's Cadian on low HP. Amanek now in towards the window, but surely done for. Great positioning from Valda. And now the bomb makes its way towards the B bomb site. Devaduvek has no information as to what's going on right now.
I remember an Apex clutch when he was on a T side on a Mirage, where he planted on default and bounced the smoke off of kind of between triple and default and jumped on default. They gave him a nice one-way. Only seen it one time, but I made a video of it. It's pretty cool. I'd like to see a situation like that. I don't know how many people are even aware. It's pretty awesome though. But yes, LDLC were outmaneuvered late in the game, and their loss bonus continues to rise. Limited success beyond the pistol. We see all the action happening around the A site, all the X's where people lay to rest.
X marks the spot.
Very good, Dan.
LDLC will save the orb, but I'm not sure they can do much of it apart from partially buy into this one. They've got maximum loss bonus next round. 4-2 down. Maybe it will be a bit of investment. It's definitely still possible to win these sort of rounds. Twanu with the orb. No such situation for North, though. They're going to stay on the A case here. As we get into round number 7. LDLC will have the all position towards short here, looking for any crosses towards the smoke. But this is more likely from north. Very slow defensive default. Just wait for that AWP to fire off a shot or try and push for a kill. Be waiting in pairs to take it down.
That reminds me, actually, North were often a team who didn't feel the need for an AK on the T side of Mirage. But I'm sure Cadian will pick up an opportunist AK, AWP, sorry, if an opportunity arises. So that, I expect, will be different. Although, I imagine MSL was more commonly on the AWP. Towards the end, the bitter end, of course.
There's your smoke.
Indeed, pretty much.
Used defensively by the CTs to get back into A on a rotation after being locked out of the bomb site. And it sort of worked as an attempt to get forwards, but they haven't really fragged out from that position. The smoke has gone now, North just waited out. And you can see AZ's vantage point and just the advantages of the AKs proving too much to handle.
Ooh, AWP Graphite, forgot that existed. And doesn't exist anymore because 20's been taken out. I don't think if Cadian got that frag, he would have reached AWP. Interested to see if he'll pick it up.
I'm sure they want it.
Jarby's close. There we go, just in time.
Nice. AWP picked up.
Nice.
Money still available for 20 to get the AWP if he wants it, which he will, but now they've lost 5 rounds in a row after winning the pistol. It's not looking too good, but they can still stabilize the ship here. As it's another gun round. They have got 1 kit available. That's why I know of almost no utilities. Alex heading towards the window for now. Nade towards middle. Should be quite an effective one. He'll get a kill as well, but only good for 1. He needs 20 to deliver a shot here. Actually, absolutely well. 4 on 3. An advantage for LDLC. Quite a rare one as well. Lovely shot from Twanu. Continues to maintain the advantage here.
Well, not too much North can do. Shortly from this position, you've got a 2 versus 4. They have to find a kill somehow. If LDLC plays correctly, there shouldn't be a way back in. They can try to force North onto a site at the plant. You don't have to, at this point, contest for any major portion of map control. You can just play safe rotations, make sure everything's covered. And I like what Logan's doing. Just sitting in Palace. Doesn't even have to push any further than that. That's good. Now, if they try to go for plant the A site, there's a position that's going to absolutely ruin them. Likewise, you can do similarly on the B-bomb site. Just hide in some really awkward positions. They have to come to plant eventually. Don't give them a pick. That's the philosophy here.
All goes quiet. Bomb in connector. Take a while for Valde to get there. He's got to walk because Armanek will hear him otherwise. One who's in a strong position. With Logan and Palace, just needs to make sure he's not too exposed to the ramp. There are some of the game given away. Surely in a 2 versus 4 the T's are together. I think it's a reasonable assumption. 20's got to be careful now. The initial engager will be from the Palace position, or not. Oh dear, gets tagged, but he's still alive. That leaves Gade with a lot to do. Don't count him out though. Big 180 flash. Thinks and plays blind. Puts himself in position for 1 versus 1. But Devaduvek says absolutely no. And LDLC are back in the win column.
They absolutely are. There we go. LDLC with a successful retake. Twanu, as we mentioned on Nuke, he was influential in finding them rounds. He gets 2 nice opening picks this time. 1 towards middle after an aggressive push from Alex. Was a relative success with a trade. It allowed Twanu to get in position for the first towards middle, then snapping around towards the Palace area, and a 4 versus 2 ensued. Bomb got planted, but well held by LDLC in the end. They got double AWPs now. Twanu and Amanek will be defending the A execution as we get into round number 9 here. It's up to the AWPs to try and negate the smokes, hold them off as long as possible with their utility, and it looks like quite a fast play actually. They're going in before the smokes even bloom.
Yeah, this is really cool. It's very, very fast round, and that's going to isolate those double AWPs to the CTs all the way away from this. Oh dear. Now, one of the big things here, whilst the smokes are up, you don't want to give away numbers from the CTs. You want the smokes to go down, you want to use your weight and use your utility when the T smokes are down, and then it's very easy to retake the A bomb site. Back in the SK era, we saw them have a ridiculous amount of success once in those situations specifically, but you can see that it's not even entertained here by LDLC. They'll actually fall all the way back, and the hunt has begun very early North are savaging them right here.
That wasn't even a rotation to play for short. That's a rotation to hunt. Even after the post plot, North still had 2 smoke grenades in the hole, which compounded the issue. They only threw 1 of the 2. But yeah, so we saw a 4-man save attempted by LDLC, and again, would have liked to have seen that prior, but I'll let go of it now. 6-3 in favor of North, and that reset is there. But LDLC held on to a lot, so they'll buy around what they held on to. That is a scary timing, though, from North. Not often you see a play like that. And again, it's good to have that unpredictability in your wheelhouse.
It's a very dangerous time to be doing that.
I was going to say he could find himself in a bit of hot water there. He goes through the flames, takes about half damage, but still fine. He can just play accordingly with the AWP. Mid-control looking likely here as there's smoke towards short, but there's still going to be a gap there, but he shoots in between 2 of them. Twanu can't get anything done here. And Amanek will be tested at this point. Going to find the first kill, surely. That's bomb going down. And not good for the second, though. Devaduvek's going to have to hold on strong here. Looks like they're doing a very good job. In fact, 2 players in B now with the bomb in their control. Kiabi pulls one back, but it's left Cadian in a 2-on-1.
This is very durable, especially... Oh, hello. Never mind. Devaduvek takes down Cadian, and we'll see whether or not there can be repeat success here. You can see that lots of money is left in the hole for North, so the reset's not really all that bad for them. But for LDLC, no AWPs, an MP5 on Amanek. Not the best thing in the world. A couple AKs kept hold of, and we're going to see once again North going for this fast A set piece, which was so successful very recently.
Pretty quickly in. Oh, that's a lovely tap from Logan, looking for more. I guess second one, flashbangs will maybe save both players. It'll get tagged through the wall by fireboxes. There's a lurk smoke from the CTs. I like that smoke, actually. They could be hiding behind it, which limits the cross for North and maybe keeps them in the choke point for longer. But we've got to push through the smoke. But a flashbang, it doesn't really work out. Cadian forced back again. Devaduvek still alive round triple, but multiple players are low for the CTs, and there they go. 1 versus 3 now for Twanu. Takes out Cadian, sees the trajectory of that grenade, but he can't win the duel with Valde.
Pretty wild round, isn't it?
What a brawl on that A-bomb site.
Absolute deathmatch mode on the A site. North looked like they were out of it. All of a sudden, a flurry of frags come through. That's a reset round as well. Here it is, Valda, the main protagonist, getting it done on the A site. Just finding all the kills required. Finish things off with a nice shot towards Twanu as well. Money is in the proverbial bin, and they will force buy on LDLC. 7-4 down, and they're not stacking B, which is good news for North, because that's where they're heading, and a B rush. As Devaduvek will call the flashbangs are coming through. He is caught by one of them. The Molotov is at his position. He is absolutely done for, surely. Might be able to get 1 kill, but not even that. And we'll see Twanu retake with a lovely deagle shot, but almost no chance of winning the round at this point. Maybe there is.
Well, the bomb can go down on the B-bomb site. At 1v2, he's got an AK, a Molotov, and Kevlar. It's absolutely a doable round. Throwing the Molotov in for a quick distraction as he's very quick into the rotation with some great movement. And he might get himself a... Oh, he's got a free one. They didn't expect that. Gate has a Molotov, though. But does he have good vision? Oh, he's just going to go for the face straight up. My God, Amanek's done it.
That was genius.
Yeah, it wasn't bad, was it? My God.
That was really, really smart. The Molotov on short. No time wasted, jumping straight into the window. That was cool. That was cool. I'm going to write that down.
Do it right now. What are you going to write down exactly? Ooh, the drive-by from Twanu. Amanek in the 2 versus 1 comes through.
The crazy thing is Gate's facing, Gate facing him, because Amanek has no idea where he is.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of time left on the bomb. Gate also has a Molotov.
All he had to do is wait up and play the bomb, and he would have been absolutely fine. 80 with a good spawn, though, and he'll open things up. They might capitalize upon this and go straight in towards that connector. They know they're taking down a high-profile target, but Logan reacts efficiently, has to get some sort of real estate under their control. He pushes towards Palace. Another miss from Twanu, though. Needs to start stepping up, but Amanek certainly is. It's going to be him in towards CT spawn, catching the window player Gate, and Twanu misses again, and will have to fall back at this point.
Blank might be just enough, though. Although, indeed, the MP5 turns around just in the nick of time. AZ will connect. And now Twanu is dealt with as well. Twanu had his fair share of chances before the chances have now been taken away. Valde says no more. Devaduvek's time now in the 1v3, but it's not looking very easy.
He has no kits, and now he has no HP either. Takes one in the face. Closed casket funeral for him. Parents and tits. 8 for 5, and there's no money here for LDLC, but it looks like they'll be going for the force buy. Fighting for 2 rounds rather than 1, and their money would suck next round anyway. Does Alex live in the UK or does he live in France?
No, he lives in France.
Okay.
He has a British passport, so...
Oh, it's not going to be much use anymore.
That's true. I'm sure he has both, to be fair.
Dual citizenship.
I'm eligible for Irish citizenship, which I might have to get on top of.
Really?
Yeah. My parents are Irish, so don't know why I haven't done that yet. It's going to be a bit of a nightmare traveling soon.
What colour is their passport?
I think it's red
green?
as well.
Oh.
Is it green? I thought it was the same colour. I'm not sure.
I
Actually, I have no idea.
Just guessing green because Ireland has green in the flag.
I'm
Which
pretty
I
sure
was
it's the same
assuming as
size.
well, in fairness.
Oh, Alex got a knife here. Might want to take the shot. Oh, God, he gets it. Might be on for another one here. This is actually quite fantastic by him. 2 kills in the bag. Might be in vain at this point. Bomb planted for short. Obviously don't have a kit. And it's looking like he's been 9-5 for North. But a decent attempt here from young Alex. It's only his 7th frag, though, so didn't really contribute too much for those 2 kills that won't lead to a round victory. Oh, my God.
Where is Armanek? He's got to make a play off of this. He's surely been hurt. Oh, Cadian with the 180. Trying to identify where the sound was. Was it below him? Was it above him? Alex now, just one more. Oh, he was so close.
Wow.
But
Didn't get
no.
enough time to defuse there as well, if he got it.
Almost doubled his frags in 1 round.
Yep.
That one looks a little hairy. So annoying when you just try and patiently take a shot and they just randomly move sideways. Just at the wrong time. Great effort by Alex. Also was going in the right place, but his days were numbered. And now they're left with this. Maybe fragged enough to pull out a French gun, along with the pistols and the UMP.
Top mid taken by North. AZ holding the lurk at Palace. So we'll likely see the A split coming in soon enough, but Valde spotted something. I don't know if the second player peeked. No, I don't think so. Armanek and Devaduvek will back away. And we'll get a rotation with the bomb.
Okay.
Going towards B, actually.
That's
B
interesting.
splits.
Well, that's not going to work out. Oh, this will for AZ, though. He's so ready for this. Okay.
Got that one up nicely.
Yeah.
3 versus 5. Weapons to be collected. Armanek's taking chunks. 2 plays by triple. Rotating.
Oh, was that midair?
I think so. It looks like it.
Is that straight midair headshot? I can't believe it. So this round falls apart now, which is looking likely due to the flank of Kiabi. I think they might have done it, but Alex finds that. Oh, no! It's all gone wrong.
I don't know what's going on right now.
This is so mental. Alex in the 2-on-1. There's been so many awkward moments throughout this round.
Now it's been put to rest.
What can you say about that one?
Everybody can relax. 10 rounds for North, 5 rounds for LDLC. Another laboured half for LDLC. Difficult half. Très difficile.
Looked like it was straight up in the air. Maybe just as he landed. Either way, Valde escapes death, and a pistol has so much weight on it for the LDLC. Lose this one, they're pretty much out of the game. They'll be 13-5 down, potentially. Obviously, with the new system. Finance is a little bit stronger in the third these days. Smoke straight towards jungle, and we'll see a fast approach here from LDLC, looking for the headshots, but 3 CTs waiting for it.
Yeah, there already most CTs in place. Ooh, Kirby taking a fast one to the face, but Kadian wraps around the side, gets the double. And now things looking... Oh, I don't believe we got that one. And it's up to just Alex now. He's got the bomb, so the afterplant is real, but he's got to survive against 4 players. It's so difficult, and he can't even take down 1. So the worst has happened, Henry, although LDLC did get the bomb plant, so they may decide to buy next rounds. They'll have $2,800 or something like that. Is that right? No, it would be $2,700, won't it? If they spend all their money.
Yeah, you can see that. Oh, they put an AK. That'll be given to Logan. They are going to force buy this round by the looks of things. They actually get 3 rifles out of this. It's not too bad if you think about it. So they're going to spend everything they've got. 2 AKs, 1 Galil. And you can see Amanek and Duvek have to drop the majority. And so that's why they just get Deagle with no armor. But this is actually looking quite promising now. 3 rifles against 3 rifles.
Gate picking as awkward angle as possible. Oh dear, rings the bell. Don't forget to subscribe. Oh, moving as weirdly as possible, but Twanu just about lands a shot before Gate can fire again. Hey, Cheeto, Kobe. Now we'll leave Armenek alone, 1 versus 4. This is probably going to be a brief round of Counter-Strike now. Move through the lip, thread the needle, and other bits and bobs.
Well, that's the 3-0 confirmed. They can't possibly buy up into this round, unfortunately. LDLC will have to let this one slip by. Great positioning from Gade, good information. And you can see they couldn't really deal with the flurry of frags that came in from the ladder room. Awkward angle on top of the ladder. There's some points being won. Chidori Blade, congratulations. 2,000 points coming your way.
Isn't that Naruto reference? Naruto.
Don't know.
Oh,
some more.
Waifu.
I like that username. That's a good username.
Yeah. Waifu.
Just needs to add a pillow on the end and he's good to go. We should get you a waifu pillow, Dan. I feel like one day you'll be the type.
One day.
To just be him and the waifu pillow. You're living in Japan in an internet cafe.
Nice. Still pursuing the pro gaming dream. At 40 years old.
Well, LDLC and a 4-on-2. This round looks almost impossible for them, but they seem to be taking their time, seeing what's available at least.
I like the, with the 2 AKs and Galil, I like the idea of just running up short in that previous round and having a super fast play. Just if only someone had tried to clear that room, it might have been very, very different. But Gade was able to get 2 kills with no one even looking at him to begin with, so it would have been a very different round. But shoulda, woulda, coulda, as they say, and that's the 13-5, and the buy will come back out for LDLC.
Definitely will. North, in touching distance, are finding 6 points on the ECS Season 6 European leaderboard here. LDLC, maybe not so much. Haven't really shown up today in any capacity, but it's never too late. They can win this next round, might be onto something. No AWP on either side just yet. Amanek could drop one, meaning he'll compromise his own armor. That would be given to Twanu, depending on who had the spawn. Timeout will come to an end. It's going to have to be some time out at this point.
Best timeout of all time.
Yep.
Timeout to end all timeouts.
So will they buy the AWP? No, they will not. I think that's the correct decision.
Yeah, it's not that essential on the T side, or it shouldn't be for Mirage. You should not be that reliant on it. To the short position, I assume. Ooh, HEs do minimal. See, look at the difference here. You have the HEs to moisten them, to maim them, if you like, to heat them up.
Yeah.
And then you've got 2 CTs moving in to completely fry them. Put them in a fat fryer.
Did you say moisten them?
Yeah, it was the wrong word, Dan, all right?
I think it's a good word. I think it's the correct word.
You know, like when you meant like, I'm kind of going towards preheating something. I said moisten, I don't know. Okay.
This is possible though for LDLC, boys. This is a 3 versus 2 with a bomb down. This kill might decide it. Both terrorists have about half HP. The flashbang decent. The aim not so much. Duvek will be punished for it. And Amanek in a 3 versus 1.
Flames, a sign of things to come. More flames, sign of more things to come.
More flames, more death, more chunks.
Chunks will be flying. Okay, 14-5, business as usual in the North Hood, the Hood of North. And the AK's come back out once again for LDLC. They got the bomb down. What is the plan for them though? It's surely got to be feeling quite hopeless at this point. The AWP will be coming out on Cadian, of course. Let's see what they can do with it. So they want a B split, maybe. Okay, he's just running up mid.
No respect.
Just by himself, it's like, let's do it. Let's go.
Let's have a go.
Let's get involved.
Hello. Nice jumps. Oh no! Oh
no! You hate to see that, and that might cost them the round. 5 on 2. LDLC are on the board.
That was a great fail moment. The fact I really appreciate the fact that when it bounced back at him, it literally bounced into his own face. Straight into his face. Can we get that on slow motion?
And he moved back into it like, let me just stand here in the corner with my grenade and meet my own fate. That's a crap way to go out, isn't it? It's like a number of people get run over by their own cars when they park them in a driveway, and they haven't put the clutch on or whatever, and they die that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of like that, but with a grenade.
It's really in the countryside when I was learning to drive. There's so many people. There's so many hills where I was living, and the instructor's like, you always got to use a handbrake when you stop on a hill, but no one ever does it, and everyone's cars just go backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards.
Yes. It sounds like more effort than it's worth.
Does that
put the handbrake on?
No, exactly. Yeah. People want to be lazy, but in actual fact, it is actually more effort.
Yeah.
What's lazy about it? Just pull it up and it's done.
Yeah. And
that's just
save your
stupid. That's
as well.
just sheer stupidity.
Because you have to go to change gears and all that kind of stuff. They just want to stay in the same gear and just press down and.
Wait, are we talking about parking a car?
No, we're talking about hill starts. When you're like in a traffic jam on a hill and you might have to stop, and you. I don't know why we're getting into this so deep. You put the handbrake on, put the car in neutral, and then when you're good to go, put in first gear, find the biting point, take the handbrake off, and then you're off.
Oh,
and
yeah. That's why. That's why. Automatic live. Thank you, Angle Time, for that. All that nonsense. Just why? Pop flash. Did it hit the wall? I think he lined it up from the wrong place. That most people do. Well, not wrong place, but different place. Pop flash into ladder room. Nice to see. Anti-eco territory for LDLC. Less than half the score of their opponent. Hello, where are you off to, mate?
Sup?
Too young for the club.
Well, this is not the Force by just to know it's North who are just getting some pistols. They probably could have bought around this if they really wanted. I think they're just saving up for the moment where they can officially close things out. LDLC did it before. They managed to get a couple of cheeky rounds towards the end of Nuke, but it was all a bit in vain. This might be a similar situation considering on the T side here. Mirage, this could still fall apart if he got the double kill there with the CZ. Not going to happen though, and bomb. An extra $300, not going to plant it actually. So the money available once again for North. Going to go for a double up setup. I think they're certainly capable of doing so, but it doesn't seem like it's required just yet.
They kind of ran into the stack there, which could cause them problems in another round to come. They had a guy on a ramp at least who was poking and prodding. Maybe worth expending to, or risk expending to find out if anyone's actually there or not. Something to review perhaps. Jump up on the wheel. Doesn't take long to land here, so you can get a nice shot off. If you watch a JW or someone like that, they'll have a lineup for the left corner when they jump up, so they are aiming in the right place immediately. That's why it's good, JW, but especially Kenny S. Very good to watch demos of, purely because when they peek an angle, they know where to aim. So there's no correction to be done. They're in the right place immediately. Less correction equals more frags.
Okay, so they got mid control.
That's good stuff.
Ladder room control. Via Palmer's control. Controlling so many things.
Maybe even their own destiny.
Maybe. They need to crack open the B-bomb site first. They're going to be making it very smoky in there. Over to you, Henry.
Thank you very much, Daniel. Yes, we are here live in the B-bomb site. We are going to find frags left, right, and center for LDLC. And that might be the save call already because North don't really have any grounds to go for this retake. They're in quite a defensive setup there with the boost towards the bomb site, which is good to get like one player trying to walk in or an AWPer, for example. But a full-on rush like that and they're jumping across, you're barely going to do any damage. Actually, quite a compromised position after that as well. Teammate couldn't find much at all. 2 great entries from LDLC. And that's round guaranteed at this point. North want nothing to do with it. Cadian more interested in saving his AWP. And that's 2 rounds. Make it 3 in a row now for the French. They'll keep 5 players alive as well, but AZ holding
looks so
for the
sad
exit.
in this picture.
It looks like a mugshot from a police station.
It looks very sad.
He's been stealing crisps from the local supermarket. It's not even a good crime. It's just it's a crap one. It's just embarrassing.
Or the Tesco value ones.
Yeah, it's one of the ones where you come home and your mother slaps you. At least you could have done some fraud or something. Why are you getting caught stealing crisps? Sorry, Mum.
Dan, what's your favorite crisps?
Ooh, maybe pickled onion monster munch.
Oh, that's not a bad shout, actually.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say something whack, but that's amazing. That's actually not a bad call whatsoever.
Pickled onion monster munch.
Yeah, good call.
Vegetable crisps.
They're not bad at all. They're lovely.
They are good.
Those.
Bloody good. Oh! Ooh, that's not going well, is it, for North? Oh! Logan with a 2nd kill of the game. And here comes the execute. Plenty of flashbangs. Molotovs towards the bench. Nowhere for the CTs to creep. But they'll make their own place. A nice boost from them. I think it's the inverse plant from Armanek as well, so it can be defended better by the T's. No sneaky defuses on this occasion. 3 versus 4 though. Surely North don't go for this.
Sure.
Yeah. And we're oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. We're back in. We're back in this one. LDLC are back in this one. This will be the 4th round in a row. Move them to 9. They'll be a mere 5 away from their opposition. And North will actually not be so great off for the money, especially if they get hunted here. Valde staying out there, trying to shoot and fall back. It will make it looks very risky, but it actually in some cases means that you can stay alive for much longer because the teams have to check everything. It slows them down. Kirby will survive. So 1 gun makes it through to the following round, but they'll have to save otherwise. What a fadeaway.
What is that?
I like it.
That's when you're in the Matrix right there. Flow of consciousness.
He's been on the Monster Munch, obviously.
Yeah, mate. He's been on the Monster Munch. Well, didn't think I'd hear that today.
Monster Mash.
This is an execution. Kirby with the 1 rifle saved from the previous round. They'll be able to buy next with the maximum loss bonus. They're just looking for 1 more for that elusive match point. They'll go for the same boost again behind the smokes. Decent Molotov though, and maybe a decent couple of kills coming in here. Definitely that could open things up. Is it too little too late for LDLC? They've come to life here in the dying stages of Mirage. And Valda with the shot to deny the plant.
Well then, all the smokes have gone, and Alex and Logan have taken some damage, although they could survive 1 deagle shot. Cleanup needs to be had. Kirby's lurking somewhere with the M4A4. This player looking over the smoke. Not going to outstay the welcome, but in the meantime, Alex is sitting the opposition. No, leave Gate alone. LDLC quickly move to double figures, enjoying the AKs, abusing the AKs, the numbers game, just like North did towards that A site. There goes the last player.
What do you guys think of Pom Bears?
He's been thinking of crisp you like this entire time.
No.
I actually think they're amazing until they got Brexited. The fact that they used to be massive bags, and now they're tiny, and like, snap on their time.
Don't do Pom Bears.
Yeah.
They don't really do crisps.
I don't really buy them anymore.
Yeah.
Like my lifestyle at home, I don't really do shopping anymore. I just do Uber Eats every day.
So what's your favorite one? Because you asked us both, and we gave you.
I like the vegetable crisp shout. That's not bad at all. The only ones I really buy are probably those. So,
wow. Wow, we nailed it. Okay, well, we got a timeout there from
got the crisp out of the way.
Yeah, there was something with a timeout. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Everything's fine.
Everything is fine.
Maybe not for North though. This game's slipping out of their grasp. LDLC taking us the full distance.
Slippy hands.
If you're...
Dan, you're saying some wild stuff today, man.
He's in the mood, he's had his coffee, he's ready to go, and so's Cadian. He'll have the AWP, finds the first kill. Not the second, though, maintains the 4-4. Amanek, great job in controlling middle. There's still so much work to be done, though. They haven't got towards short, and there's a counter boost from the CTs.
Come on, Dan. Good passage of commentary. Go.
Well, the B apartments will be occupied by LDLC. Looking to finish on that B bomb site right now, and North are none the wiser. There's a nice window of opportunity here where North aren't really fancying an information play. It's a bit too risky being down in a 4v4. Looking to hold on to the bomb sites. 2 players on the site though, so you can see the preemptive incendiary there from Gade, the smoke as well. He's done a really good job there, actually. He's going to make it very difficult to get onto the bomb site here. Gade will be able to defend for a while, but not for long enough, it seems, and his teammate will go down straight away. And Twiny's already spotted the flank. This does not look good for North.
Ooh. Lovely swipe from him. That leaves AZ alone. North wondering what is going on. How do we... Well, I mean, even when they've tried to take the game to LDLC, like the pop flash play on the ramp, Logan got a shot of his life. So what is the solution for North? Does that deter them from making a push in future?
Well, they're trying everything right now. They've tried aggressive plays, they've tried stacking bomb sites, they've moved the AWP towards B. AZ's not going to survive there, I'm almost certain of it. He's absolutely done for here. As the flashes devour him, he still manages to get the quick scope towards Deviduvek. Maybe there is a chance to save the weapon. He's got 1 HP, but the grenade will see the end of him. There we go then, LDLC now 3 rounds behind. Maybe another eco required here, even with the maximum loss bonus. Valda only with 3k. He'll buy the Deagle, sorry, the CZ, the armor. Just looking for that 1 round to relieve the pressure. North maybe struggling here. I feel like it will be their win in the end. It's just a matter of time, but LDLC doing a great job making this competitive still.
Yeah, it's CZ's out now for North, and maybe this is the round, you know, often tends to be that way. Oh, we get some dinks, we get some headshots. AZ, oh, AZ, how much damage has he done? There's only 3 players left, the bomb is down at top mid, they've got to go back for it. This is disastrous.
Some of this rotation will be heard by Deviduvek. But that's only 1 pair of footsteps. There are 5 players alive for North, almost all untouched. If he goes towards connector, he may be compromised later by Gade, who is looking in the window behind the smoke. Someone can expect this to be a slow round. These AKs really have to put in work. You have to expect the CTs to be in the most horrible off angles, to be in trade frag setup, so the AKs will be the most versatile weapon to deal with those. Slowly creeping, but we can see the jump peeking on the radar from Valde. However, what does it mean when he sees 1 player? See, Caden's boosted on default as well, so B could be horrific. And again, Deviduvek has got to expect them to be playing a trade back situation. Caden activated, and now it's a 2 versus 5. It hasn't quite been a rotation to the B bomb site. They've been static on A, and now Twanu surely doesn't want to give up the AWP. Ooh. Wow. Does he just throw it over a wall, perhaps? They must have money, surely, LDLC. 14 seconds left. And he'll do his best to keep the AWP away from the likes of North. So, more important, that's not the best place to put it. Actually, the worst place to throw it. Marginally better.
Oh, he could have kept it, but I guess he's going to buy anyway. So
never know what's around the corner, Henry.
It's true.
Jay, I'd just like to quickly highlight you called Deviduvek again.
Oh, okay.
Just want to stay on top of that.
Just want to say I'm calling you out, James, is what you're saying there.
I do like Deviduvek though. I do think it's awesome.
Beautiful.
Well, there it is. It's the CZ partial buy that leads the North to this promising situation. 1 out of the next 4 is all that's required. Kiabi in towards underpass. Look at the teamwork. Absolutely stunning. Flashbang in. He's in position towards the cubby to get an opening pick. If he gets away successfully, that's a great sequence of events, and I think he's done just that. Contact play, though, from Deviduvek, making his way towards the A site. Has to nail this shot. Not going to happen. This could be the end. Valiantly fought from LDLC. Amanek will give them a fighting chance, though. completely flashed in the corner, and down he goes.
Oh dear. Looking suddenly like nothing is going to work. And after so many successful rounds in a row, it's a very flat finish, it seems, for LDLC, very unfortunately so. For them, they look like they were on a pretty solid comeback, but North, they've really stopped any hope or dream for LDLC in this series. That's Mirage going to North 16-11. It's a bit scary towards the second half, but otherwise a convincing game from them.
The problem is I have with those sort of games is, like, sure, it seems like, oh, that close scoreline, that must have been a really hyped game, but it was just North going through the procedure there of confirming the victory, right? They're taking lots of ecos, not even partial buys, just waiting until they can find their moment, and it comes down to that CZ play at the end. Fair play to LDLC, they did have some decent amounts on the T side, they definitely looked a lot more comfortable on Mirage, but ultimately it was too little too late, I would say. It was, what, 14-5, and they started to come online, and that's always going to be a massive issue. They didn't get enough done in the first half. To be fair, North looking pretty spectacular throughout. They had some hairy moments themselves. Shout out to Valda, who seemed like he's just on another level right now. Absolutely stunning at times. This moment was very good. I'm really enjoying the current financial situation, you know. I actually think it's quite cool knowing that, wow, we've got to change our gameplay. We're going to be ready for the AKs in the third round and have our position set up. Do we have a separate sort of tactic now, a new term we can come up with, knowing there was bonus rounds before? Now maybe it's like preparing for, I don't know, some sort of different scenario. Knowing the AKs are coming out, you won't necessarily be equipped for them. So it's quite cool to see how that's panning out in general. So LDLC will not post anything today. Touchdown grenade. They won't get any points on the board, but they did get some frags. There's Alex at the very top. And remember, he had that amazing Deagle play towards the B apartments. He got 4 frags, and that didn't lead to a round victory. So sometimes you have to take the stats with a little bit of a pinch of salt. But 26 for Valda. That's another brilliant performance from him. And AZ, I thought, would get more. 19. It felt like he got a lot more than that. But you can see the frags very equally distributed. Cadian not lighting the scoreboard on fire, but they win the game. It's absolutely fine. Something like Logan felt like he got more as well. But overall, it's just Alex really fragging. Twanu was up there winning the duels most of the time, but all of those frags came in the point of the game where it felt like it was too late, chaps. Yeah.
On the catch up, but they were too far ahead, North.
Absolutely.
Very few rounds to win.
I'm not feeling the hype just yet. That game didn't do it for me.
Yeah, it was lopsided, and then a bit of a struggle.
Yeah, when it's a struggle to close it out, you're just like, oh, just agonizing. Now can we just get it over with? But we have got some Danish Dynamite coming up next. Again, it will be Optic and NIP. I feel like that could be the game of the day. That's actually a really competitive matchup on paper.
I'm very looking forward to that, yeah.
Yeah,
that'd be a lot of fun.
NIP looking to post their first map win in the ECS Season 6 League so far. They're currently 0-4. Optic, I think they're mid-table right now. They're about top 6 maybe. They're doing okay, so, yeah, up and down. So that's going to be a great game. NIP looking a little bit turbulent, but everyone's excited about the prospect of Lekro. He looks amazing right now, and I'm sure he can put on a bit of a clinic as we go forward. It's going to be Mirage to kick things off from them. We'll be back after this break to dissect that game.